Hello, and welcome to the Yoga Studies Institute. My name is Bob Serino, and I'm so grateful that you chose to practice with us today. Here at YSI, we do yoga different. A lot of people just think about yoga as the outer practice of how we put our body in space. But at the Yoga Studies Institute, we focus on combining the inner world with the outer world, which is what yoga was originally intended to be. It's yoga that changes your world, not just your body. We source our information from the most classic and authentic texts in yoga, and we offer that to you through daily meditations, through daily asana practices, and through a rich assortment of courses on our platform. So if you want to dig in and truly experience yoga and feel happier and healthier and full of purpose, then you've come to the right place. Develop a daily practice with us and see the change for yourself.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Yoga Studies Institute. My name is Eva Coolidge, teaching from Vancouver, Canada, and today we're going to be doing a half an hour asana sequence based on the 5 layers. So this is the layers of the onion. So today we're going to focus on the first 2 layers, the outermost layer, which is the body, and the second layer, which is the breath. And we're just going to really deepen our understanding of how the movement of our body and the control and extension of our breath will help us go deeper into our asana practice, influencing our prana, our subtle energy, which influences our thoughts, which then influences the seeds, the types of mental imprints we make in our world, which shape our reality. So I'm super excited to do this practice with you. And let's start in a tall seat. You can close your eyes if you wish. We'll just go into a short contemplation. So just checking in with your body, sinking into your sit bones and rooting upward with the crown of the skull. And taking a deep inhale. And exhale, let it all out. One more time, deep inhale. And exhale out of the mouth. Now put one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart and take one more deep inhale beginning at the belly. Ballooning the belly on the inhale. Expand your rib cage out towards the sides. And then inhale all the way up to your collarbones. And exhale out of the mouth. You can keep your hands where they are and just take a moment to sink into your practice, this amount of time we have together. Maybe you can set an intention for yourself. What do you want to see out of your world when we can harness this connection of moving our body and connecting to our breath? Perhaps we want clarity and understanding our intention clearly behind our actions, our words, our deeds, so we can really create a reality that is beautiful. And slowly take a deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. And you can slowly open your eyes. Hi. And let's begin some movement. So just rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Bringing them up towards the ears and bringing them back down. And we can tap into our breath, Ujjayi breath. So a constriction at the back of the throat. An ocean sounding breath. And this helps us, make the connection a little deeper with the body and the breath. And then we can change the rotation of the shoulders, other direction. And then let's bring our hands to our knees and just do a shoulder lever. So locking our elbows the best we can. And we're going to twist our bellies, twist our heart over to the left. And then really, you can bend the left arm if you want, but really lever the right arm against the right knee. Coming into your twist. Deep breaths here. If this is hard for you to do cross-legged, you're always welcome to sit on your heels in a Virasana position. So a few more breaths. And inhale back to center. Beautiful. Let's change the crossing of our legs and then do the shoulder lever on the other side. So left hand, left elbow locks as we twist over to the right and come into that twist. Taking your time here. Deep breaths. Beautiful. Coming back to center, closing the legs together. Let's give ourselves a hug. And exhale out of the mouth. And we'll just have this awareness with our body and our breath. So let's make our way onto our hands and knees and root through the hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees hip width apart, toes curled under, moving into cat-cow. So on your inhale, lifting the tailbone, the sit bones up, belly drops. Let the heart open out in front of you, throat opens. Inhale fully. And exhale. Tailbone tucks, belly towards the spine. Push the mat away from you with your arms and tuck the chin. And again, inhale, opening the front body. And exhaling back body. Notice any congestion in your body and breathe into that congestion with an open mind of curiosity. Going at your own pace and letting the breath open the body. Come back to neutral. And we're going to float, left arm in front, right leg behind. Strong arm, strong leg. You want to reach out more than up. Feeling the core engage. We're going to hold here. Smiling and tapping into your breath. One more deep breath here. And exhale, release. Switching sides, rooting through left, rooting through right knee, and then inhale, reaching right arm, left leg back. Deep breaths with a smile. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Let's bring the hands forward, tuck the toes, and make your way into downward facing dog. So you can pedal the heels out, keep reaching the sit bones up towards the sky. You want to lengthen that back. So just a gentle chin tuck, rooting through the bases of the fingers. Deep breaths here. On your inhale, come up onto the tiptoes, ripple up and straight forward into a plank pose. Hands are stacked underneath the shoulders. Push the mat away from you to dome the upper back. Tuck the tailbone, legs are strong. Chin is gently tucked. Breathing here, feeling the core engage. And smile. One more breath. And exhaling back to downward facing dog. Let's inhale back to plank pose, holding here. And then let's just float the knees so they almost touch the mat, but not quite yet. Push the mat away from you to dome the upper back, feel the core, and then exhale, straighten the legs again. Get building some heat here. And then we'll bend the knees, and now the knees will touch down, and then we'll bring the heart in between the hands, chin to the floor. Ashtangasana here. Inhale. Bring yourself forward into Cobra pose, Bhujangasana, pubic bone glued to the mat. As you roll the shoulders up, back, and down, open your heart towards the sky. Legs are strong. Try to keep the sit bones knitting together gently. Open the throat. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, ripple into plank pose. And from here, we're going to do a push-up. Maybe you want to bring the knees down, engaging the arms. Coming back up into plank. And on your exhale, coming down, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to look ahead, and you can step or jump to the front of your mat. Bring the feet hip width apart and exhale, forward fold. Shake your head, yes and no. Inhale, halfway lift. Look ahead and exhale, fold. Getting a little deeper into your hip creases. Saying hello to your hamstrings. I like to rub my hamstrings a little bit, wake them up. And let's slowly bend through our knees and come up to standing. Bring the hands on the hips. And we'll do some hip circles. Big hip circles. Imagine you're in a dance club. Do the other direction. So what we want to try to do, you can put your hands on your rib cage. Try to keep the rib cage and your upper body completely still and isolated. Nice. Okay, release the hip circles. Shake your body a bit. Keep the feet mat width apart. Knees and kneecaps stay forward as we'll twist at the belly and do Kati Chakrasana. So letting the arms be total noodles here as we just rock side to side. Deep breaths. The weather is beginning to be really nice in Vancouver, so I'm doing my outdoor asana classes, so you'll hear all the different sounds of birds and cars. Okay, coming back to stillness and make your way to the front of the mat. Inhale and exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, looking ahead, and exhale, fold a little deeper. Plant the hands, step or jump both legs back, and come down, chaturanga, and inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, and exhale, left knee to left elbow. Hold here. And then bring left knee down to the left wrist. And then bring the left knee over to the right wrist. Keep hovering the knee. And then push the mat away from you, use left knee to right elbow. And then step the left foot in between the hands and come up into a high runner's lunge. So you're on the balls of the back right toes, reaching up with your arms. We're going to open our heart here. So inhale, twist to the left, arms out straight. And exhale back to center. Take a deep inhale at center. And exhale. Open out to the right. Inhale. Exhale out to the left. Inhale. And exhale out to the right. Beautiful. Holding here. Bring the arms up. And bring the hands to prayer. And we're just going to twist with our core to the left. Make sure that right back leg is really strong. And we're going to try to bind right elbow onto the outside of the left knee. Into a twist here. Taking your time with the twist. Looking ahead if you lose your balance a little bit. Keep the hands at heart center. Don't let the hands go too far up or down. So pressing equally into both hands. Look up towards the sky if you can. Smile. Beautiful. One more breath. Release the pose. Press the hands down and come into your vinyasa. And exhaling back. Let's inhale right leg up. And exhale right knee to right elbow. Push the mat away from you. And then right knee hovers, but it's at the right wrist now. Right knee to left wrist. Right knee to left elbow. Push the mat away from you. Smile. And exhale. Bring the foot in between the hands. And on your inhale, reach the arms up. High lunge here. Tap into that breath. On your inhale and exhale, open to the right. Arms out beside you. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Open twist. Inhale up to the right. Inhale up to the left. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Twist over to the right and find your bind. So left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Hands in prayer at the heart. Strong back leg. Maybe you can turn your gaze up towards the sky. Breathing here. Smile. Coming back to your intention, back to your focus. One more deep breath. Plant the hands. Inhale, shift forward to float the right leg back, down dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Left leg up and exhale. Left foot in between the hands. Pivot the back foot into 45 degrees for warrior one. So open your heart. Exhale, we're going to open up into warrior two. Right foot outer edge is parallel to the back edge of the mat. Reach the arms out. Breathing here. Left elbow to left knee. Reach the right arm forward into extended side angle. Looking up if you want. Maybe you want to root down with the left hand. Open the heart. Deep breaths. Keep that outer edge of the right foot glued to the mat. Let the breath open the body. And exhale. We'll straighten the left leg. Maybe reposition a little bit. Hop that right foot forward a bit. And we're coming into Trikonasana. Twisting at the belly, looking up. Then Right hand touches down, left hand touches down. Hop the back foot a little closer so it's at 45 degrees. We're going to square our hips, so right hip forward, left hip back. Ripple the spine straight and forward, reaching the crown out in front of you. Inhale and exhale deeply into your Parsvottanasana. Beautiful. Breathing into the stretch. Breathing into whatever comes up for you. Now we're going to come into revolved triangle. Right hand on the inside, top, or outside of the left foot. Make sure that those hips are squaring, that inner upper thighs are squeezing together as you reach left arm forward. Both legs are super engaged here. Twisting at the belly, begin to bring the left arm up towards the sky. Maybe your gaze will meet the top hand, feeling this twist in revolved triangle. Breathing here for 3, for 2, and 1. Exhale, release the pose, hands back on the mat. Inhale, come back, and exhale into down dog. Inhale, plank pose. Let's do a push-up together. And exhale, coming down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And to cobra. Take a deep breath here. Let's inhale, right leg up. And exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Beautiful. Pivot the back left foot so it's facing 45 degrees, and we'll get up into warrior 1. Outer edge of the left foot glued to the mat. Breathing here. On your next exhale, we'll open up into warrior 2. Arms are strong. Outer edge of the left foot glued to the mat, parallel to the back edge of the mat. Smiling here, looking ahead. Breathing into the pose. Bending the elbow, right elbow on top of the right knee. Reach the left arm forward. Coming into extended side angle, twisting the heart up towards the sky. You can touch the right hand down on the inside of the right foot, reaching a little deeper, deep breaths. Beautiful. And gently straighten that right leg. Hop the left foot forward in a little bit. And coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Looking up at the sky. And exhale. Left hand touches down. Frame the front foot as we hop the back foot a little closer again into Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. So squeezing the inner upper thighs together by bringing left hip forward, right hip back. Breathing here. Preparing for revolved triangle. Left hand goes on the same, so it's inside on top or outside of the right foot. And then when you have that foundation, the inner upper thighs are squeezing together, reach the right arm forward. Looking ahead, and then feel that twist in the belly as you squeeze the inner upper thighs and bring the right arm up. Turning your gaze up towards your hand. Holding here. Drawing the prana up your legs, helping you balance. Holding here, smiling for 3, for 2, for 1. And exhale, release the pose. Shift your weight forward, hovering the front foot back to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank pose and exhaling down. Inhaling upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling downward facing dog. Take a full breath here in down dog. Let's come down onto our knees and let's make our way into Ustrasana, camel pose. So rooting down through our knees, tucking the tailbone in between the legs. And let's bring our hands at our lower back. I like to have my fingers pointing up, but you can have your fingers pointing down if you wish. You can have the toes curled if you're fairly new to this pose, but if you're comfortable in Ustrasana, you can have the tops of the feet down. So we're going to keep the tailbone tucked always, knitting the sit bones together always. As we roll the shoulders up, back, and down, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Imagine the heart is tied to the sun. So you want to lift the heart first. Keep the tailbone coming underneath, in between the legs. And open up. Keep the chin tucked until the heart is higher than the head. Then you can drop the head back safely. Opening the whole front body here. Breathing. Inhale coming up. And exhale, come into child's pose. Beautiful job. Gently swaying side to side. Taking a full breath here. Let's swing our feet out in front of us and just give the backs of the legs a little shake. Getting ready for Paschimottanasana. So bring the arms up and exhale. Engage through the legs. There can be a micro bend in the knees, feet, toes towards you as you just hinge at the hips, walking the sit bones back, letting the belly rest on top of the thighs, and come into your forward fold. And if we inhale, you can kind of ripple up and exhale, fold a little deeper. So the goal here is to bring the belly on the thighs, not necessarily the head to the shins. Breathing here. And slowly reach the arms in front of you, bring themselves up, and then bring the hands back. We're going to come into Purvottanasana. So roll the shoulders up, back, and down, squeeze the blades together, and then inhale, bring the hips up. If this is difficult, then bend the knees, and then bring the hips up. One deep breath, and exhale, release. Bring the feet mat width apart, windshield wiper your legs, and let's slowly float our feet up into Navasana, smiling here. And exhale, come down, keep the feet floating as we straighten the legs, keep the chin tucked into canoe. Inhale, back up into Navasana, smile. Exhaling, coming down into canoe. Inhaling up, Navasana. Exhaling down, canoe. Inhaling up, one more Navasana. And exhaling down, ever so slowly, into Shavasana. Just before we go into Shavasana, I'll give you an option. Option 1 is you can come into bridge pose. So knees are bent, hip width apart. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as you walk your arms underneath you, clasping the hands together, pressing the hips up. Or if you want a little more of a restorative pose, you can come into happy baby, bending the knees, reaching the soles of the feet, outer edges of the feet, and just relaxing here. Whatever you choose, hold for another few breaths. And on your next exhale, let's relax into Shavasana. So finding yourself here, feet mat width apart, arms out, roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and just gently rock side to side, yes and no, on the back of your skull. Find that perfect middle point. And just surrender to gravity here. Closing the eyes, letting the whole body totally relax. Allowing the body to completely integrate your practice. And slowly, when you're ready, wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently rock your head side to side, yes and no. And then bring the arms up along the floor, feet together. Take an inhale, long, big stretch. And exhale, knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Gently come onto the left side and make your way up into a tall seated position that's comfortable for you. You can have the eyes closed if you wish, hands at heart center. And take a moment to feel big gratitude for your effort. And notice the feeling in your body. And you can dedicate all the goodness that you created in this practice. You can send it out to those you know who may need it. Offer them the benefits of your practice. And see in your mind's eye the practice totally soothing them, helping them shine. And together we'll close class with the sound of Om, an offering of our highest potential of body, speech, and mind. So take a deep inhale and exhale out of the mouth. And inhale to Om. May our thoughts and our actions contribute to the happiness and freedom for all beings. Thank you for joining me today. It was so much fun to practice with you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.